A common question I get is, will I still have bipolar episodes with the right meds? The answer is a big yes, which creates the follow-up question, then why should I take meds if I'm going to still have episodes? Let's talk about that today on Polar Warriors. I'd like to start off with an analogy. You're at work and you get the worst migraine headache you've ever had in your life. Your head feels like it's going to explode and it makes it impossible to focus on your tasks at work. You take some ibuprofen and it takes the edge off enough for you to finish the workday. It's still not a fun day, but the medication helps just enough to resume functioning. That's exactly what bipolar medications do. They take the edge off. They reduce the severity and duration of our suffering. We aren't at a place in brain science to completely alleviate symptoms, or they would be called cures instead of treatments. It took me some time to find medications that agree with me. The right meds can be like a breath of fresh air in my life, and then there's always the chance that the wrong meds might make things worse. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. I quit taking meds so many times for so many reasons that I've lost track. I actually made a video about this if you haven't seen it yet. Of all the times I quit taking meds, I can't remember a single time that it made things better. Eventually, I'd end up with a giant migraine of a bipolar episode, the kind that stops progress in my life. I went through this exhaustive cycle for years until I surrendered to the tools I have available, meds being one of them. Therapy, diet, movement, supplements, self-help, chocolate, all of these things help. The pain might still be there, a little in the background, but it's nothing like it was when I went untreated. Before I continue, and I've said this several times on my channel, I am not here to convince you to take meds, go to therapy, or even watch my videos. I'm simply sharing what has helped me personally to have a little more peace in my life. Meds are one of the many tools I use. My personal goal is to spend more of my time living than I do managing my symptoms. I'm still working on that and making progress. I know there's still people out there who prefer to manage their symptoms without using modern treatments. I have friends that would rather suffer a migraine than take some ibuprofen. That's fine. No judgment here. It's just not the way I choose to manage the suffering I have in my life. I also had to go through the process of adjusting my expectations when it comes to treatment. When I was a kid, I'd go to the doctor and they would give me something to make it better. I'd say, "Thanks, doc," and then go on with my symptom-free life. The first time they put me on mood stabilizers for my bipolar, the dosage was off and it made things a little worse. I felt so angry at the doctor, my illness, the whole process. The doctor appeared so confident that the meds would help me, so it broke trust. I wish someone had told me that things might get worse before they get better. I could have adjusted my expectations a little bit. That being said, and if you decide to go the medication route, be patient with the process. Each med that doesn't work gets the doctors closer to figuring out what does work. If you don't nail your meds right out of the gate, you're still making progress, even if it might not always feel like it. I'm constantly making little adjustments to my treatment. Our bodies change as we get older, so it's a constant movement towards making things a little better that does make things a little better. Hopefully someday this video, even my channel, will be irrelevant. I would love to see a permanent cure for bipolar disorder and a plethora of other ailments people experience. Neuroscience is moving forward as fast as any other technology. We're learning more about the brain and coming up with less intrusive treatment methods all the time. So, in a roundabout way of answering the question, I still have bipolar episodes, sometimes bad ones. The treatment options I've chosen have helped me take the edge off of them, similar to taking something for a headache. I hope some of you out there found this video helpful. Meds are a touchy subject. I rarely talk about them on this channel because of many reasons. First and foremost, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a professional patient and have a YouTube channel. I also respect that what works for one person might make things worse for someone else. Just like I wouldn't recommend reading glasses to someone I don't know, I'm not going to talk about specific meds on Polar Warriors. Take extra good care this week, and thank you so much for watching. Stay well.